What's up with it, everybody? It's your boy Mookie Jones for Radar Sports Debates. I want to talk about the ESPN dumb rankings that just was put out today. And before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications because we got a great episode for y'all today. Make sure y'all stay tuned. ESPN do it again. They do it again, man. They do it again. Put out these dumb rankings because, as y'all know, ESPN put out their top 100 players going into next season every year, right? And every year is always controversy on who's the guys that rank, in the top 10 or the top 5 or the top 15 or top 20. There's always some controversy. There's always some debate. But ESPN had my blood boiling when they ranked Kawhi Leonard a top 12 player in the NBA. And guess who the player they had over Kawhi Leonard? James Harden, right? They had James Harden over Kawhi Leonard. And they don't even have Kawhi Leonard in the top 10 or the top 5. And I just think that is total disrespect to the highest order, right? I understand that Kawhi Leonard hasn't played a year of basketball in the NBA. But we cannot deny it that when he is healthy and he's competing on both ends on the floor, he is one of the best two-way players in the NBA. He is one of the best scorers in the NBA, right? And he's one of the best players we have ever seen in playoff history in the NBA off his overall production. Last time we seen Kawhi Leonard, the man was averaging over 30, shooting 57% for the field, 40% from the three-point line, and close to 90% from the free throw line. And he was on pace of having one of the greatest volume postseason scoring runs in NBA history. But ESPN want to put Kawhi Leonard a top 12 player. I don't take ESPN serious. They are a joke. They're clowns. They're clowns. They always disrespect a player like Kawhi Leonard, right? Now, I remember when Kevin Durant missed a year and a half over an injury that was so much significant than a partially torn ACL, right? He missed a year over Achilles injury. And going into that year that Kevin Durant was supposed to come back, which he actually did, Kevin Durant was ranked by ESPN a top 6 player in the NBA. Right? They ranked him a top 6 player in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard, on the other hand, missed a year with the less significant injury, and ESPN got this man out of the top 10. That you can't convince me that ESPN, yes, they are a big platform, but they don't have no credibility to me at all. They have credibility to the casual fans, the people that don't watch basketball at all, that just read stats and stuff like that. But you can't sit there and make a great argument why Kawhi Leonard is not a top 10 player in the NBA. You can't name me 10 players that is better than Kawhi Leonard. Period. That's why I don't take the ESPN rankings serious. I don't take it serious. And that's why I'm glad to have a platform where I can speak out on this foolishness that was just put out on a major platform like ESPN. When Kawhi Leonard won his championship in 2019, right? When he had a great case of being the best player in the world. When he took Toronto to an NBA championship, putting up historical numbers in the playoffs, competing on both ends of the floor. That following year, when ESPN released their rankings, they had Kawhi Leonard the number 2, number 3 ranked player in the NBA. And they had guys like Giannis and guys like LeBron, which LeBron didn't make the playoffs. He missed the playoffs. And they had a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, which Kawhi Leonard beat him, locked him up, and outplayed him on both ends of the floor. They had Giannis ranked over Kawhi Leonard. ESPN has never gave the respect to a player like Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why. It's narratives. They have some sort of agenda towards Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why. But let's go back in 2020. Where Kawhi Leonard, he blew a 3-1 lead in the second round. He lost in that playoff series in the bubble, right? But if we look at what he was doing up until that Game 7, the man led the Clippers in points, rebounds, steals, assists, blocks. He was the best player in the playoffs because that was the consistent word around the media, around the whole sports fan base that was watching the NBA playoffs at the time in the bubble. He was the best player in the playoffs going into that game 7, and he choked. But that following year, ESPN had Kawhi Leonard ranked a number 5 ranked player in the NBA, and it had guys like Luka, Doncic, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Davis, Giannis, and LeBron over Kawhi Leonard. Total disrespect. Then in 2021, when Kawhi Leonard was on pace to have one of the greatest volume postseason scoring runs in NBA history, the man against Dallas on the road, down 3-2, dropped 45 points on 72% shooting, doing that by locking up one of the best offensive players in the league, Luka Doncic. And then if you look at Kawhi Leonard's stats in the fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard was shooting 100% from the field, 100% for the three-point line, and 100% in the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and Clipper wins. Beat the Dallas Mavericks. Then they was down 0-2 against the Utah Jazz. Kawhi Leonard averaged 30, 50% shooting on the top 10 defense in the Utah Jazz, right? And unfortunately, he got injured and his team got put out. But if you look at the ESPN, right, following rankings going into that season, because I know Kawhi Leonard was going to miss, the whole season that year. They didn't even have Kawhi Leonard ranked a top 5 player. They had guys missing the playoffs ranked over Kawhi Leonard. And then this year, you don't have Kawhi Leonard ranked a top 10 player? When everybody knows that Kawhi Leonard, not even a top 10 player, but he's arguably a top 3 player when completing on both ends of the floor, on both ends of the floor. ESPN is nothing but jokes. It been nothing but disrespect on a player like Kawhi Leonard's name. I understand he missed a year. But man, y'all better go back and watch the film of what Kawhi Leonard was doing to guys. Right? Y'all go to better watch the percentages what he was shooting. And, the points that he was putting up that translated to wins. I want ESPN, I want everybody to keep that same energy, right? When Kawhi Leonard played MVP style of basketball this year, put up even better historical numbers in the playoffs, lead the Clippers to an NBA championship and winning finals MVP. Please do not hop on the bandwagon. Keep the same energy. Y'all want to put guys like Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Jokic over a player like Kawhi. Keep the same energy. Because all of a sudden, Kawhi missed 1 year of basketball and people forget what he was doing. It's sad. ESPN is full of jokes. I don't take them serious. Would never take them serious. And I had to call this out. This made my blood boil. Let me know what you thought about ESPN rankings. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notification. I'll holler at y'all in the next episode.